All right, let's talk about success. But maybe not in the way you're used to. Today, we're going to deconstruct the whole idea of what it takes to achieve your goals. We're going to tear down some of the myths you've been sold and build a new blueprint for growth, one that actually works.
So, first things first, we have to dismantle some popular but frankly really misleading ideas about what success even is. Turns out, it's probably not what you've been told. It isn't about some magical overnight breakthrough or just getting lucky.
So let me ask you this. Just think about it for a second. What if the advice you've been following your whole life about how to succeed is actually holding you back? What if the real path forward looks nothing at all like the one everyone told you to chase?
Okay, let's start with a big one, the myth of talent. You know, this idea that you either have it or you don't. But here's the truth. Success isn't a lottery ticket. It's built, piece by piece, through daily effort. Consistent, focused practice will, 100% of the time, outperform raw talent that just sits on the sidelines. It's about building the muscle, not just being born with it.
And then there's this secret formula myth. The idea that there's this one golden path to success and all you have to do is copy it. But the reality? Success isn't a recipe. It's more like a custom-built car. What works for someone else was designed for their journey, not yours. The only strategy that truly matters is the one you design for yourself.
And now for the biggest myth of all, failure. We are absolutely conditioned to see failure as the enemy, something to avoid at all costs. But what if it's actually our greatest teacher? You see, the truth is, failure is just data. It is the fastest, most unfiltered feedback you will ever get. It's not a stop sign, it's a compass, showing you exactly where you need to adjust.
Okay, so we've busted the myths. We've cleared the clutter. So what do we build in their place? Let's start putting together our new framework, moving away from wishful thinking and toward a set of principles that actually get results.
So it really all boils down to these three things working together. You commit to consistent practice because you know it's about the work, not just some innate talent. You build your own unique strategy because you know there is no magic formula. And you learn to embrace failure because you see it for what it is, an incredible tool for learning. This isn't just a list of tips. This is a whole new operating system for growth.
Now, talking about principles is one thing, but what does this look like out in the real world? Well, let's take a look at an organization called Meelevate, which has basically built its entire philosophy around this exact kind of mindset transformation.
And this quote, this right here, sums it up perfectly. For them, this isn't just some catchy slogan. It's a whole philosophy. It's about embedding these principles of personal growth into the fabric of your daily life.
So, what is Meelevate exactly? Well, on paper, they're a mindset and personal development company, but their real mission is to provide the tools for that growth, especially for people navigating through really tough times, like the aftermath of trauma. They basically build the roadmaps for people who are ready to heal and move forward.
I mean, this quote really gets to the heart of what they do. It's all about creating this supportive journey that helps people move from a place of real pain toward empowerment and self-care. It's an incredible transformation.
So how do they actually do it? How do they make this happen for people? Let's break down the practical steps, because this isn't just abstract theory. It's a structured method for turning these mindset principles into real, tangible results.
And you can see those principles we talked about woven into everything they do right here. The process isn't random at all. It starts with creating that unique strategy with a personalized plan. It builds consistent practice through regular one-on-one coaching. And by constantly tracking progress and adjusting, they're literally embedding that idea of learning from feedback. It's a whole ecosystem built for growth.
And what's really cool is this isn't just for individuals trying to better themselves. They work with a huge range of clients. We're talking big corporations, nonprofits, startups, even schools and healthcare providers. It just goes to show you that these core principles of growth, they're not niche. They are fundamentally human.
This quote from the founder, Rickey Jr., just ties it all together so perfectly. The goal isn't just about one person's success. It's this powerful belief that when one person grows, they create this ripple effect, contributing to a much wider circle of inspiration and healing. It's a vision that scales from the personal to the global.
But how do you measure something as personal as growth? When the goal is human potential, success can't just be about numbers on a spreadsheet, right? So how does an organization like Meelevate actually track real, meaningful impact? Well, their approach to measurement is really smart. It's multi-layered. Of course, they track whether their clients are hitting the specific goals they set out to achieve. But
maybe more importantly, they look for real, observable behavioral change. Are people actually showing up differently in their own lives? And then they combine all of that with direct feedback, creating this full, rich picture of impact that goes way beyond simple numbers.
So we've torn down the old, broken myths, and we've built a new blueprint for what growth really looks like. And the core of it all really comes down to this one last thought. If failure isn't the enemy, if it's actually the fastest path to learning, then the only question left is, what will you have the courage to try next?